Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and as promised, some new reviews over here on this channel too. So, I think I'll start off this review by saying, you guys are really lucky. You guys are lucky because I get to tell you about an extraordinary new Dark Ambient album, which you have probably missed. In fact, I'm very sure you overlooked this one. It's not your fault. It's just, for whatever reason, this artist has remained very underground and very underrated and just, in my opinion, has not gotten the attention he deserves. And this artist in question here is no stranger to this channel. If you've watched this channel over the years, you will surely know the name, and I hopefully, if consider this is like the 5th or 6th time I've maybe talked about this artist over here, hopefully you heed my words and you go check it out. So the artist in question here is Infinexhuma, and the new album, Denown. So Infinexhuma is the solo project of Lucas Levy-Lyotard from Oakland, California. He's been making music since about 2016, 2017 time frame. And I got to know him back in 2018 through his first album, Crossing, which was, I guess you could probably describe this as more of sort of an album that sort of crosses the border between light and dark ambient with a lot of environmental field recordings and sort of some neoclassical touches, lots of piano parts and such. A really good album, a really great debut. He then went on to put out the double CD album Unison, which went much further deeper down, like the dark ambient rabbit hole, and it's a really good album, which again was self-released, but didn't really get that much attention. It's tragic in my opinion. And then he put out the very limited, I think this was only actually available on some of his tours or something, or his live shows, but it was called Transit. This offered up a much more sort of experimental and even kind of very noisy and power electronics. But yeah, really cool stuff. I really like this live. I wish more people had heard this too. It's really good. And then, when was it? Maybe 2 years ago, he put out Arcade, which was perhaps a little more just, a straight dark ambient, pretty chill, not really any cinematic touches or anything like that. But yeah, really good album. And then finally, when was this put out? Back in 2020, he put out Frontier, another 2-disc album, which is just really, really good. And if you remember my unboxing for that one, there was quite a bit of an explosion that came with it. It's worth looking up. I'll put it in the videos at the end of the channel if you missed it back then. But a really great album, and I'd say this album sort of maybe sort of finally established like the true Infinexhuma sound, so to speak, as it has a lot going on to it, and the new album Denown has a lot going on in it too. So Denown, it would not be fair to call this a straight dark ambient album, as there is some noise characteristics, some power electronics characteristics, there's some maybe even dark wave characteristics, there's drones going on here. There's ritualistic vibes going on here. There's this sort of like spoken, I don't know how, just kind of really creepy voice, which, as far as I can tell, is not even saying anything in English or whatever. Or it's not even like a human language. It seems like its own, perhaps Lucas's own private language or something. I don't know. But all the song titles too are in this very peculiar language, and it's very interesting. It's there's no easy way to label this album, but the best way to label it is that it's very, very good. I mean, if you like deep, dark, immersive, murky, dark ambient, man, it's just highly atmospheric with a nice cinematic touch to it, you're gonna love this album, man. So, most of Infinexhuma's albums have been self-released or put out on his own Alchemy Labor Unit label. This one was put out on Aberrant Recordings, which honestly, I am not familiar. Yeah, Aberrant Recordings is his 13th album put out by them. I believe it is a label also based out of California, so perhaps it is an artist out there that's doing this label. I don't really know. It didn't really dig too deeply into it, but it looked like the label put out a lot of dark ambient and noise and experimental music. So yeah, it's definitely a good label for Infinexhuma to be on, and hopefully this album gets a little more attention. It seemed like there was more people on his Bandcamp site that were buying the album more on the Bandcamp site for record label too. We're checking it. So hopefully things are picking up a lot, or a little bit at least. Infinexhuma is also pretty regular, it would seem, in the live scene. He plays around California pretty often. I mean, I pulled all kinds of old flyers off of his Facebook page. So yeah, he's playing live pretty often, or every couple months probably, to be realistic about it. But if you're in that area, definitely catch him live. I believe he did more recently, maybe 6 months ago, play at a Dark Ambient festival that was in Pennsylvania. I think it was organized by Robert of Apocryphos. I don't know, or at least he played there. I don't know. Fill in the details for me, guys. I'm not paying attention to things as much as I should be. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in Philadelphia he played. But otherwise, I think he's just played in California. So anyway, there's a look at the front cover. Red and mysterious and dark. Inside of it, Digipack, which again is put up by Aberrant Recordings, and this is the standard version, if you will. Whereas I got the special edition version, which, damn dude, this is cool. Check this out. So it comes in this, I guess, like sort of plastic sleeve, and has, I mean, what we got here? We got a bunch of nails and stuff glued to here. Not quite as explosive as his previous package he sent me, but there's still some little stuff in here too, some burnt pages. So look at that, please focus, there that. What we got here, I think this was some sort of Bible verses or something like that, or Bible pages. So, yeah. Well, if it is a Bible burned, he definitely chose a good thing to burn. This old Bible should be burned in my opinion. But definitely, a very special little package there, something very unique and one of a kind. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, I always appreciate Dark Ambient artists, or really any artist that does these sort of special packages and puts just a little more effort into their stuff. And the labor of love, sometimes all the tender loving care that goes into it doesn't pay off, but it still shows that this artist is deeply invested in what he does. This is no, he's genuine. So I guess what I'm trying to say, and it truly shows when you go through trouble of making something like this extra special packaging to put the CD in and all that kind of stuff. So very cool, very unique, and I don't actually know how you get the special edition. I think it was just for friends and colleagues or something like that. So if you didn't get one, I guess too bad or whatever. I don't know. But thank you, Lucas, of course, for sending this to me. Very, very cool, man. Anyway, like I already said, if you just like really, really dark and atmospheric, dark ambient music with a lot of influences, kind of just molding together and forming a very unique entity, and just if you really like a journey with your dark ambient music, this is an album to check out. So definitely get on it, give Infinexhuma some love, and check out Denown. Alright, see you next time, guys.